Okay, guys, is Google AdSense still working? Okay, so this is a question I've been getting in my DM for a very long period of time. So if you guys notice, for some period of time now, I've actually not been doing video on Google AdSense Arbitrage, right? So a lot of people got curious and they started asking if it is still working, right? The truth is that it still works 100%. Okay, but a lot of things has changed, and due to those changes, I decided to stop showing results on my channel. Okay, and I decided to reduce the way I talk about it, even though I have a lot of things to share on that topic. So what are the changes that actually occurred that made me to stop talking about it or stop showing my results and all that, right? So like I said, it still works 100%, but a lot of things has changed. So what are the things that changed? One is that it is not as easy as it was like a few months ago. So a few months ago, you can actually spend like $100 and get like 2x, 3x return on your investment. Okay, but now a lot of things has changed. But before I go into what's changed, let me talk about AdSense loading, right? So back in the days, like a few months back, we can actually do AdSense loading safely. You can do it like for a couple of months and make a lot of money, and then maybe before Google will strike your account. But these days, it's actually way difficult than it was then. You can actually make money with Google AdSense loading, no doubt, but then your account is not safe. Okay, so for the fact that your account is not safe, I stopped talking about AdSense loading, all right? So it still works for people, it still works for ADX loading, all of them still works, it's still in my course, but I don't promote it again. So Google AdSense loading is out of the book, right? So if you're doing loading with proxy or bot or whatever method you want to use to load your account, loading now, not arbitrage, right? It's gonna come with a huge risk, which is losing your account. So I'm not gonna recommend it at all to anybody that wants to venture into AdSense. Now, a lot of newbies actually see these results and they get motivated and they get the zeal to start doing AdSense arbitrage, thinking that it's a bed of roses kind of hustle, or maybe you start now and start seeing money next week, next month, or whatever. So it's not as easy as that. And I felt like me putting out my results out there actually motivates people to get started. And when they get started, they get stuck along the line, all right? And it's more like you brought them out and then you left them. Meanwhile, it's not actually on you, it's on Google, right? So if you're starting up with a new site, right? When I say a new site, a freshly monetized AdSense account, right? It's gonna take you months before you start seeing good money in the account, right? So this is a critical mistake that newbies actually make. They get monetized accounts and they start pushing in money inside the account, right? Thinking that they're gonna withdraw next month, right? It doesn't work like that. When you try to, go big on a young account, Google is gonna terminate it for some reasons that you did not even commit. How do you avoid that? So it is highly recommended that whenever you get a new AdSense account, or maybe when you get monetized newly, it is recommended that you take your time to make posts, like continue making posts, gather up organic traffic, like gather up posts on your site so that you start ranking on Google. So when you start ranking on Google and start bringing in organic traffic, that is when you can start looking into doing advert on your site. So if you don't do that and you start pushing direct social traffic to your site, or maybe from any other ad source that you want to use to your site, Google is going to terminate your account. So you're going to first of all take things gradually, monetize your accounts, then verify your account. That is after you've made your first $10, then Google is going to send a pin to your address and they're going to allow you to verify your address and all that. So those are things that you need to do, and it's going to take you weeks, months, okay? And if by any chance you try to rush things by, trying to buy traffic, they're going to limit your account. And if they don't see any good reason to free your account, they're going to terminate it. So another thing you need to also know is that if you want to go into arbitrage, like I said, make sure you're getting organic traffic, right? Make sure you're getting organic traffic. In fact, that is the only remedy currently. Like, make sure you're getting at least 81,000 page views in your AdSense account and maybe a few hundred of visitors in your site on a daily basis. With that, you can actually do AdSense arbitrage safely without any issue from Google. Okay, but then it depends on what you are doing, right? It depends on where your traffic is coming from. It depends on how you built your site, how you placed your ads, how people are going to interact with your ads. You can be having good number of organic traffic, and the way you placed your ads is actually making your visitors to probably make random clicks or maybe clicks by mistakes or whatever, if the invalid activity is too much, Google is going to still come after you. So how do you actually do this? Okay, for my people, I highly recommend that you don't use auto ads, because auto ads can always trigger invalid activity. So with that, you are not safe, right? So, but then I'm not saying that you shouldn't use auto ads. Okay, I use auto ads, but then know how you place your ad. Okay, you can reduce the ads load for auto ads. Okay, so if you reduce the ads load, it's going to actually help to limit how Google places the ads automatically on your site, and also make sure your site is properly built. Now, the big problem that lies in arbitrage is no other than right? So, like I said, back in the days, a few months back, you can actually spend $100 and then you get like 2x, 3x, or even 4x return on investment on that amount. But these days, it is not business as usual. Okay, you can spend $100 without you even making up to $100. That is crazy. But then the good part is that the method we use, which is no other than Facebook Messenger ads method. So you can actually use a bot, that is messenger bot that replies people when you run ads. You can use that to accumulate a lot of contacts, that is subscribers. And if you accumulate a good number of them, you can be sending out daily broadcasts to them in order to like direct them back into your site. So in other words, traffic banking is the only method you can actually use to do arbitrage currently with Facebook Messenger, okay, without running losses. But then another problem is that you don't just start today and then probably start sending broadcasts tomorrow. No. Okay, before you start sending broadcasts, you need to have thousands and thousands of subscribers, not 10,000, not 20,000. I mean, you can actually send out broadcasts to 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. When I say subscribers, I mean people that have interacted with your bots using your ads. Okay, you can actually send out to 10,000, 20,000. But then if you want to start seeing good return, it should be from 30,000, 50,000, 40,000, 200,000 contacts. And before you'll be able to do that, you're going to spend a ridiculous amount of money. So let's do a quick math. Let's do a quick math now. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from venturing into Adsense Arbitrage, but then I need to be real. I need to be realistic with you guys. I need to tell you what lies ahead, because these days, a lot of people actually message me my DM and I'll be like, I want to learn Adsense Arbitrage and all. Okay. And sometimes I tend to ignore sometimes I tend to tell you the truth. If it's something you can handle, then you can take the big step. If it's something that you can't handle, then maybe you probably look into something else. YouTube is there. You can make a lot of money from YouTube. I made a full video on how you can actually start a YouTube channel, faceless YouTube channel, and monetize it. You can watch that, right? So, but then if you have money to venture into Adsense Arbitrage, then you're good to go. So let's do a quick math on how you can actually gather up a good number of subscribers. So these days, Mark Zuckerberg, who is the owner of Facebook, is charging ridiculously high on Facebook, right? So with high ad charge, you're going to spend a lot of money on that. So let's assume that he is charging you 15 naira, right? So 15 naira is like I don't know, like a few cents. So let's assume they're charging you 15 naira. So now 15 naira times 100,000 people, that's 5 million naira to gather up 100,000 contacts. Okay, and 15 naira, before you start getting 15 naira as charge, your creative needs to be very, very, very attractive in order to make people to click on it. But then on average, it ranges from 15 naira to 100 naira. So if you're going to spend 100 naira per message, then you're going to be spending like 10 million naira to gather up 100,000 subscribers. Then you can actually broadcast to 50,000, which is like half, broadcast to 30,000, like I said. But then the money is still going to run into millions of naira. So if you don't have money, you can't do this, all right? So when I say you can't do it, I mean being profitable in it. So that is the truth. I don't need to hide it from you guys, right? So a lot of people will be like, how can I get 10x return on investment? This is the only way you can get it, okay? Without facing any issue from Google. Being realistic with you guys, that is the truth, okay? Unless you want to aim like a month, 2 months, then you lose your account. Then you can start doing black hats, and they are very, very easy to do, and you can make a lot of money, but then it's not guaranteed. So why waste that time when you can actually invest all the money that you can waste in black hat and gather up subscribers over time, all right? When you gather up subscribers, you can actually use them in the next coming months. You can keep sending broadcasts to them. But then the bad part about it is that maybe when you start sending them broadcasts repeatedly over and over and over again, that at some point they're gonna get tired of the broadcast, and when they get tired of the broadcast, they're gonna stop, interacting with the broadcast you send to them. So imagine getting a broadcast from a bot today telling you that your visa have been approved, okay, and you visit the site, probably you saw the ads and you interacted. Tomorrow the same bot sends you a message, next tomorrow the same thing, repeatedly over and over again. Okay, at some point you're gonna get tired of interacting with the bot. So the good part is that as you're sending the broadcast, you're gonna be running ads. So it's more like you are engaging the older audience and you're adding more fresh audience to the list. All right. So either way, you're still gonna spend money. So don't expect it to be a hustle where you start, a blog today and then you start gathering Google traffic tomorrow, or probably, start spending 10 naira to get 100 naira. It doesn't work like that. Okay. For now, it doesn't. Okay. Unless maybe there is any other traffic source that gives you that ridiculous conversion without you spending much, and then maintains the safety of your account, because that's what matters now. All right. I played black hat a lot, no doubt, but then right now I'm focusing on white hat only, right? And that's the reason why I've actually not come up here to tell you guys that, okay, see, you can actually do Adsense Arbitrage. Very simple. Go to your Facebook, set up any ads, and then put in money there, run into your site and make 10x. Nah, it doesn't work like that. If I come up here to tell you that, then I'm lying, unless if anything changes in the coming months, which I don't see it's happening. But either ways, it's still what it is. And I believe you guys find value in this video. This is just me trying to be as open as possible to you guys. Yeah, so please, if you're trying to venture into Adsense Arbitrage, brace up. Okay, what I would advise you guys to do is this. Get your site running. Try to rank for some keywords. And when you try to rank for some keywords, make sure you're getting organic traffic, right? So, there are a lot of things you can actually do. Even if you're not ranking, you can create a Facebook page where you direct people to your site, try to engage them and all that, all right? Share to your WhatsApp. Try to get people coming into your site, okay? Once you're able to establish that and get your blog running, get few keywords ranking on Google, then you're bringing into hundreds of visitors on a daily. It's quite simple to do. Then by so doing, you can look for an OG. When I say an OG, an arbitrage OG. Okay, so I partner with people as well. So you look for an Adsense OG that can actually partner with you. So if you can get someone that can partner with you, offer like 20%, on whatever we make. So we can make $10,000 and give you $2,000, which is a very good, money for a start. So if you can do that partnership for maybe 2 months, 3 months, save up, some money to start up your own. So by so doing, you can actually be able to grow your own, portfolio in this whole arbitrage thing, because it is not as easy as it stands. When someone can manage 10 sites at once, you're gonna spend a lot of money in order to make a good amount of money with that. Okay, so with that being said, I don't want this video to be quite long. This is me just filling out everything to you guys, so that if you are venturing into the whole thing, so that you prepare your mind, know that it's not gonna be as easy as it was. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. So stay safe and peace out.